Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Look. My name is Sharon Rogers and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And each Thursday at noon, I bring you a fairly quick card that is pretty easy to duplicate. Let's get started. I'm bringing in a piece of basic white that measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So just 1 inch smaller in each direction than a normal card front. And I'm also bringing in my alphabet a la mode dies. Remember, these are one of the added celebration items. So with a $60 purchase, you get to choose this for free, which is an amazing deal since this is over $40 in value on its own. And it's not just for scrapbooking, although scrapbookers would love this. So LOVE, except for I'm not going to use the O. I'm going to substitute something there. And I'm going to substitute a heart from the Hearts of Elegance dies, which look like this and this. And we've used those before pretty recently. I'm going to write the word love you. I'm going to die cut love and I'm going to stamp the U. If I want to get this straight, I can go ahead and bring in a straight edge here. So a ruler and just line this up. Space it out, get it spaced how I want it. So I think I need to push this over a little bit. Let's see. Play with it until you get it the way you want it. That's pretty good. Now, I don't want to move those, and I can go ahead and take some washi tape or some Post-its or something like that. Another idea is you can take some press and seal. And so I've got some press and seal. I've got a piece already cut. And I'm going to just lay that down and smush it over the top there. And that's going to hold it in place. So now I can run this through my die cutting machine. Let's bring that in. And plates 1, 2, and 3. Going to put my love on there as well. And send this right on through. Now you can write lots of words, and these letters are thin enough, tall enough, but thin enough as far as width goes, that you can actually get a pretty long word on a card if you wanted to. I think you could probably put welcome on there. There's all sorts of words. So you can see that's kind of stuck. You can see my L, and I can use these some other time. And that O has a little bit more stuff in it. I mean, it covers a lot more ground. So I'll just take these off. I don't know, washi tape might even be easier, but I just thought it would get all of this at once. So I went for that. All right, and then I can put my letters back. I'll save all those. I have an idea what I can do with them too. All right, so now we have the negative. And if I bring in a piece of designer series paper, this is from the Regal Winter, which is still on sale and it is still available. But you could use any designer series paper, and depending on the word that you want to write, you might use something else. You might use a more fun paper if you wanted to write happy. You might use more pastel-y colors if you wanted to write baby. Just different things like that. But you can see that we can put this right over the top here. And there is a little bit of residue from my press and seal. And so you can just take an adhesive remover and kind of get some of that stickiness away if you want to. You won't get that stickiness if you use washi tape. So there we have. And can you see how that just kind of goes through in the middle there pretty nicely? Now, if you wanted to, you could cut this heart and put it right back in the middle there. And I think I am going to do that because I think that looks pretty nice. And I can just save some paper and cut it right from the center of this. So let's do that. I mean, I have plenty of paper around, but might as well save it if we can. And if I put that in the center as much as possible, then I've got a nice little hollowed out circle that I can use again, or heart that I can use again as well. Come on. Doesn't want to come out. So we'll just have to make it come out. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So now let's bring this back in. And I want to first stamp. So I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss. And I think it was last week I made a birthday card, or a couple weeks ago, I made a birthday card for a 50th birthday. And that Alphabet a la Mode die set not only has alphabets in it, but it also has some numbers, which makes it great for going and making birthday cards, anniversary cards. So this birthday celebration set is a great set to have with the Alphabet a la Mode. And I'm going to just take out the U in there. I've already kind of found it ahead of time. I'm going to ink that in the Blackberry Bliss. And we're just going to put that right there. And you could add some more decorations to this if you wanted to. Let's bring in some dimensionals. And I'm going to make sure that this has some nice reinforcements around those letters. So I want to make sure that I don't cover up the letters themselves. That one's kind of close. So I'm going to put it here instead. And I think I'm going to put one right here. Yeah, that makes it. Put one right here. You just want to make sure this all stays nice and popped off. And we'll center that there. I love this paper. It is so pretty. And let's go ahead and just put a couple of these on here. Probably only needs one, but I'm going to put two on anyway. Wouldn't this make such a pretty wedding card too? Maybe without the U. Maybe you write love always, or I don't know. You write happy wedding. And then we can just adhere that right onto the front of our card. So a pretty quick and simple card. And there we go. We'll just, if you wanted to add some embellishments, you could. If you want to add some little butterflies, you could add some butterflies. You want to add, I think there's some in here that look kind of blackberry-ish. And this is the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. My friend Rachel is watching this. She's going to be happy because she loves purple. So we could put maybe even just put one love you, period. Love you, period. There we go. And there's a nice little card. Now on the inside, if you wanted to be very subtle with it, you could put these words so you have just a white on white look. Or what you can do, remember we saved these, so let me go ahead and bring in just a piece of scrap paper. And I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss markers. Remember, these Stampin' Write markers, they are an option if you are thinking about getting a really great deal for your money. The starter kit is a great deal. And right now, those getting the starter kit can select 2 package color families of Stampin' Write markers. So that's 20 markers, plus a stamp set that's designed to go with them, in addition to the $125 worth of merchandise that you normally can select. And then you get a 20% discount through at least April. No, that's not right. Through July. Because your first full quarter would be the April, May, June quarter. And then there's always that pending quarter, which is like gives you this extra month if you want. So you'd have through July to get a 20% discount on future orders. Oh, I just took another marker end off. I don't know what I'm doing, except for getting myself all markery. And so then you could, if you wanted to, you could add the words love in here also. Just for something else on the inside. Maybe you write love always, or maybe you just write something down here, or maybe you just use the little heart. And then you write whatever other sentiment you want. So you have I love you on the outside, and then you've just got this nice little heart on the inside that you've done no extra work for except for to really color it. And there is a quick and easy card for you. Thank you so much for joining me on your lunch break. I hope you found it worthwhile. And don't forget, those Alphabet Alamo dies are free through the end of February with a $60 purchase from my online store. So go ahead and see what you might need to go along with them and place that order before the end of February. Also, don't forget that this Sunday I am having a pop-up event on my on Zoom, and so you have to register for that, and you can check that out either in the description of the YouTube video if that's where you're watching this, or on my Facebook page. This pop-up event is $10. I will show you how to create 2 different kinds of cards with a variation of a single technique. And we'll have 3 rounds of bingo for prizes. So go ahead and register for that. Again, you can find the registration link in the description of my YouTube video or on my Facebook page as a separate post. Have a great rest of your day.